Hello, Wicked Edge users. This is Mark with the Expert Corner Group, and we're going to talk about micro angle adjustments, working with the angles, and digital cubes, because so many of us want to get the best cube. And let's explore digital cubes so that you can buy the cube that fits your needs and understand what working with the cube is all about. First of all, the cube allows you to measure the angle of the knife, which is clamped, this one in a Gen 4 Pro, clamped vertical. It happens that I have clamped it such that it's 5/8 of an inch above the jawline in order to make another point about the calibration. Because when a knife edge is 5/8 of an inch above the jawline in that standard Wicked Edge setup, the angle delineations will match fairly well, really well, with the divisions for all the sharpeners. That's how they're designed. That's how the dimensions work using the triangles. When you put a riser block, as I do, it raises it up relative to the adjustment point for the guide rods, and it throws off that scale. It shifts it to the low angle side. So when it reads 28 degrees for that 5/8 of an inch knife, in reality, when I measure it, I'm getting 23.5. So I'm getting 4.5 degrees difference. So it goes from about 4.5 degrees difference because of the change of the riser block, and that difference is different on the wide angle side versus the small angle side. So the geometry is calibrated with this, and anything that you do to change the geometry, raising, putting a taller knife, anything like that, makes it so that rule about the 5/8 of an inch doesn't hold. Hence we work with a cube so we can zero it out and read that angle relative to that setup for that knife, for that position, for that day. And what we want to do is record that relative position so we can count on that angle to be our consistent guide each time we sharpen the knife. As everything is set up the same and we zero out the cube the same, then when we measure it, we're again working at that same angle we worked each time and each time before. So that's why we work with the cube. We work with the cube for knowing what that angle is relative to the base and where the base is sitting. This is zeroed out when we started, and we work like that each and every time for that clamped knife position, which is what gives us the consistency. By knowing what the cube says and doing the mechanics of where you put it, then that ensures that we're getting right on our sweet spot within reasonable amount of adjustment that we're going to take up using the cube and the micro angle adjusters. So that's what the cube is about, to let us get it close, and then the micro angle adjusters let us dial it in. So I'm going to stop here and let's talk about cubes. Because just like anything that we get involved with Wicked Edge, we're always looking to do whatever we can do the best with the best equipment, the best results, the best knives, the hardest steel, the sharpest, keenest angles, everything we're looking, when we get here and we're scrutinizing, we're looking to try to do the best we can do. So we want to work with good equipment. So we're going to talk about cubes.